descending into the lower part of the bracket eased England's path through the tournament. Southgate team knocked out Slovakia and Switzerland on their way to final, and today they face the Netherlands. What can we expect from this match? England needs a strong start because Koeman often fixed the team mid-game. The Dutch have a habit of starting poorly, so much that Koeman has called this period of time for his players a headless chickens, but they improved significantly as the game progressed. The main issues they faced in midfield, particularly after losing Frankie de Jong before the Euros, he was not only key players in advancing the ball, but also a leader of the team. Opponents were so much afraid of him that they would assign a personal marker to him, and that's important only to him and the entire Netherlands squad. Koeman tried to compensate that by loss by the PSV duo of Veerman and Schouten. They started the first two games, but only Jordi handled the pressure. Wehrmann was substituted in both matches against Austria, even before the halftime, because he was really terrible. Koeman supported him as much as he could, but had no choice. He said after the game that he understands that it hurts, but now there is no choice. When we play like this, we have to make changes. Usually Verman is good on the ball, but today it kept bouncing off him. I don't understand why, and we need to ask him. Koeman's alternative is to drop Reinders into the holding role. Useful as a number 10, he was dropped deeper against Poland and Austria. Reinders isn't flawless, but his tactical flexibility helps advance the ball and keep it moving in their first half. They initiated the attack for the winning goal against Poland with an elegant pass by two players. In the playoff, Reinders has only played as a holding midfielder. Another influential tool was Wout Weghorst. He's typically paired with Jorginho Wijnaldum. Both are extremely useful in the penalty area, and Weghorst, with his haste and power, and Wijnaldum, with his timely runs. Weghorst directly contributes to comebacks, one goal plus one assist, and Wijnaldum through indirect but valuable off-the-ball movements. His qualities haven't been fully utilized in the playoffs, but he had a couple of good cameos in the group stage. Having Weghorst in the lineup gives Koeman two different options in front, and the primary one is Memphis Depay, who according to Ronald provides his team the qualities, while Weghorst offers classic English ones. Weghorst presences shifts Depay's position and turning him into a number 10 with freedom of movement. This role seems to suit Memphis even better than his primary position. Can England punish these adaptations? It's a tough question. On the one hand, they scored two quick goals in the tournament. On the other hand, they pulled through matches with brave substitutions and heroism. In any case, betting on a powerful start seems more logical than trying to sit back and waiting for a rare chance. Koeman doesn't like primitive measures but prefers diagnosing the problems correctly to prescribe the best possible solution. Gakpo versus Saka, that would be the most important indirect duel of this match. If we call Dutch tactics like if you don't know what to do with the ball, give it to Gakpo, England tactics would look like if you don't know what to do with the ball, give it to Saka. Here is a characteristic list of the main recipes for progressive passes. Both Saka and Gakpo top the list for their representative teams. On one hand, this focus makes the team predictable. Opponents can read the move and adjust it. On the other hand, Sakai and Gakpo fully justified. Kobe shares the second spot in the Euros for goal plus assists, and Bukayo has nominally just one goal, but no one in England creates as many chances. He is the only one with 10 plus passes into the penalty area. The interesting aspect of this duel is that Gakpo and Saka are likely to face each other on the same flank. Their starting roles are even identical in a classic club structure. They occupy a wide position on the flank and Saka on the right. For both, it's very comfortable in terms of cutting inside with their strong foot. Isn't their only strength, and they can make runs behind, dribble, beat players one on one, or draw defenders to themselves. Perhaps Gakpo has slightly more comfortable conditions, and he can rely on his teammates' support instead of creating solo chances. Saka isn't isolated, but has to use his individual skills much more often. The main question is how he'll perform without the ball. Here, Gakpo's weakness might be exposed. He doesn't shirk the defensive duties, but often loses concentration, and Austria scored directly because of him. Similar chances occurred the late in the match against Turkey, and notably, Cody discusses the support he will need from Ake and Van Dijk. Saka also has strong teammates, but he is much more autonomous in defense actions. In the last match, he even played as a wingback, handling Switzerland's strong left flank well. If he takes on such a role in the semi-final, he could face Gakpo directly. This would require not just hard work, but also concentration in the penalty area. Cody reacts well to passes from Dumfries on the opposite flank. Jude Bellingham couldn't exploit the Dutch lack of cohesion in front of the penalty area. The search of the best midfield combination affects the Dutch cohesion. Before the playoffs, Koeman explained that the central defenders lacked chemistry with the holding midfielders, and after that, Austria, he was angry that his pairs were too far apart and left a spot of space between the lines. Notably, Ronald doesn't even try to find culprits. The problem is too complex. Everybody suffers. There are many moments where the defender has to become third holding midfielders and a holding midfielder a third defender. This lack of coordination further weaknesses the team. In the group stage, Marcel Sabitzer took the most advantage of this. The Austrian specializes in runs into the penalty area, and England has Jude Bellingham. He has shown at the Euros but already scored against a team that, accordingly to their approach, especially worked on stopping him. Here, the opponent is a team that almost guarantees Jude convenient chances. Will this capitalize? That's a question. Koeman's defensive adaptations are already a familiar issue for England. Southgate's team has a special relationship with teams that use a three centre back system. Even players admit after matches that they do not know how to act against such defenses. The match against Denmark was a complete failure. Switzerland also exploited the weak spot. The main issue is reacting to the forward runs of the outer centre backs. For Denmark, Joachim Andersen shown advancing the ball beautifully and passing straight through the center. For Switzerland, Fabian Schär causes problems and making deep runs and even participating in a goal that could have sent England home. Nominally, the Netherlands uses a back four, but on a ball, they form a three. The outer centre backs are De Vrij and Ake, with Virgil van Dijk in the middle. They don't advance in every game, but if they spot vulnerability, they exploit it. Nedden was excellent in opening game against Poland, and he participated in both goals combined with Gakpo and created four chances. Stefan chose Romania as his target, and Consider the scale, he made more progressive passes than in the game against France, Austria, and Turkey combined. He often set up Denzel Dumfries. And the intrigue for England, who will make the forward runs this time. Dutch set pieces could also be a potential X factor of the entire match. The Netherlands has a very strange relationship with set pieces. Thanks to their powerful defenders and their Vergors, they create carousel of chances at the opening opponent's goal. The key feature is how easy they get a player into a shooting position. Even the mighty Virgil van Dijk shoots without a position. At the same time, their behavior on defensive set pieces is beyond reason. According to Opta, only 5 teams defended worse on corners, and all 5s are already out of the tournament. Two particularly deadly details, and the first is the foolish concession of set pieces. Dumfries' blunder against Turkey was discussed by everyone, but there was a similar initiation before Poland's goal. This time, Schouten cleared the ball for a corner. The second feature in their positioning is in the penalty area. Poland goal was the result of a near post delivery where the Netherlands had 3 players. Turkey's goal was due to an attempt at an outside trap that Dumfries wasn't informed about. If England had Harry Maguire, it would be even scarier before the semi-final. Maguire isn't there, but Southgate's coaching staff can still create problems. They passed one playoff opponent solely because of set pieces. Are the Netherlands the next victim?